in and just say, first of all you right-handed guys are probably a right lead leg, or most of them. If they are left leg, don't change them if they're a left lead leg. But as a matter of fact, I think they've done like studies, at least I know I've seen, probably the average, most kids, probably about 90% are right lead legs. But if you watch any video of very high level wrestlers like national caliber and world class, I'd say probably over 50% are left lead legs. Now I'm not sure why that is. Maybe one is we get so used to counterattacking right lead legs because they're drilling against us like that all the time. Our reactions are better than that. Somebody comes with the other leg, you just don't react as fast. I don't know. They just figured out they can do better with left lead legs. I don't know. Anyway, you find out which leg they're going to go with. Then, if you're a right lead leg, you're right with your right hand. If you step forward, you're going to put that right knee on the mat. Your left knee is going to be up, and you're going to position it. Foot's out a little bit, knees kind of pointing to him. Your partner is going to stand right in front of you, because half your problem is getting kids to be a good partner so they can do the technique on them. So you're teaching them to stand there, and then what this guy's going to do is you're going to lay your belly on his back. So he lays on me. Now I'm supporting his weight, so I'm getting myself in the perfect, really double position, that legs under position that we just talked about. And now we're going to teach. Grab around his legs. You're not grabbing up above his knees in below, and you're here. So you're putting them in the perfect double leg position, and now you're going to show them how to finish. Now, we do not lift and drive on our finishes. For us, everything is down. And again, I'm even going to use good terminology, like I'm going to tell the kids, you are going to screw him into the mat from here. You're going to screw him in. Do I have a partner that's available? I don't know if there's somebody here. Maybe young. Oh, fantastic. All right, so Matt, maybe good, a lot of experience, maybe not. But Matt's my partner. I'm going to tell him, okay, you're going to face me. I'm going to put myself in this position. You're going to lay your belly onto my back. And here I am. Throw your feet back. So now I'm learning to hold the guy up in a good position. That's important. Because kids, if you're just going through and just drill, they don't have even the feeling of what it's going to feel like in there. As soon as they get some pressure, they just collapse and let things go. So you're putting him in this position, and you're resisting a little bit of weight. So I'm here, I'm going to teach him here, and now from here you're saying you're just going to screw him into the mat. Now, how are you going to do it? You're going to pull this far knee in and down. That's going to be a strong hook here, in and down, and you're going to screw him into the mat. You don't even have to tell them any more than that. They will do the right thing. That's one good thing about using good terminology. You've got to get some things that kind of work. You don't have to, you're going to pull this, step with your legs, set it, all that. You're just going to screw him into the mat from here. So here I am. He takes his legs back. From here, you're just going to screw him into the mat. And I'm down. So, that's the first thing we're going to teach. Now, Matt, you can have a knee. A couple things I'm going to tell you that might help too. When I teach, I've learned through trial and error that most coaches, if you have somebody put a clock on you at how long you teach a technique, I guarantee your estimate of how long you took is about a tenth of how long you actually took. Because we have a tendency to teach too long and too much at a time. I try my very best not to teach for any longer than about 2 minutes. Or maybe less. It's going to be short. Because I want my guys to keep going. I want them to keep going. The longer you go, the more kids are looking around. They're doing something they shouldn't do. So, teach them short. If they didn't get it, too bad. You can clean it up. You let them try it again. So, if I was going to teach, this is exactly the way I would teach. If I'm going to teach my kids on first day, this is exactly how I'm going to teach. So, here, Matt, go up. All right, I'll tell them, okay, get down. You're right-handed, right knee, left knee up. partner, you're just going to lay your belly on my back. You're going to grab around the knees and then hook your hands below the knees. Now from here, you're just going to screw him into the mat, pull his knee down and in, and just screw him down into the mat. And finish tight. That's one of the things we always talk about when we drill. You always finish tight. You ever see guys that drill like this? Well, they're going like here, they're going here. Like they go like that. That is bad habit. Because it's going to come back to bite you in the worst possible time. You wrestle that kid, you got it 95% done, and that guy squirts away from you at the last minute. Everything you drill, finish tight. Everything finish tight. Everything goes good. So, I show them how to do that, and I might do it one more time. Okay? You're here, round knee lays on you, you're just going to pull that knee in and down, finish tight. Go good. Okay? Now, some kids be going, what are you saying again on that? That's okay. Allowing them to be like a little bit like frustrated or not quite getting it, that's all right. You go out, you let them try it for 3 or 4 minutes, and then, my next piece of advice, again from trial and error. I strongly suggest that you not call kids in every time that you teach. There's something about going, okay, everybody, come on in, that turns their brains off. Big time. They view everybody come on in the same way as they earlier viewed the bell ringing for recess. Like that's how they view it. It's time to, guaranteed, a couple guys on the way in are going to trip somebody. Somebody's going to pull somebody's shorts down. Somebody's going to be, and even when they do come in, someone's going to be like pulling their shoelace off. They just, I don't know. They seem to need this mental break thing or something. And even while you're in there, they're like looking around and things like that. So, I don't call them in anymore. Actually, the very first technique on the first day of practice, I'll probably bring them in. After that, I'll let them go out, I'll show that, let them go out and try it, and then, and I don't have the most idea. I mean, it's a decent sized wrestler. I got one of those posts in the middle of my room, it's a pain in the neck. So what I do is, I position myself kind of right in the middle of the room, next to a wall, and I'll say, okay, everybody, stop, sit, wherever they are, sit down, watch this. And what I'll do, I'll probably clean that up. I'll say, okay, what I've seen is, this is the biggest mistake I've seen, is I'll say, when you're in here and you're going like this, when you're going, you're letting your hand come up like this on their hip. That's why you're not getting them on their butt. When you do it, you got to be really strong. With his hand, this is like a hook. You're pulling in and down really, really hard. And when he sprawls, throws his feet back, you're down, just like this. All right? Go. Try it again. I don't know how long that took me right there to do that. Guessing about 30 seconds, maybe 40 seconds. Now they're trying to do it. All right? All right, stop, sit.